Good afternoon. It's 1:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Jamstec model finally came out, and just as a friendly reminder, my winter forecast for this year, the official one, will come out on Halloween this year, which is October 31st, which is also the anniversary of Hurricane Sandy. It's not the exact anniversary because Sandy occurred the 29th, 30th, and then 31st, but around the same time frame pretty much. So if you want to get nostalgic about Hurricane Sandy and watch my forecast or whatever, there you go. Okay, so the October run came out for the Jamstec weather model. We're going to take this frame by frame and just do it step by step. So here's our November through January time frame. So we have November, December, and January, the first part of winter or later part of fall. We see a La Nina here. We see a warm PDO. We see a warm AMO. And basically, the La Nina is the significant factor for this winter as it's going to influence much of this winter. So let's take a look at what the temperatures portray for this time frame. And this run very much surprised me because with all this cool water here in the La Nina for the third year in a row, we see a lot of warm here in the USA. Keep in mind though that this is only one major model out of many that I'm going to look at for my forecast, so this by no means does ensure of what I'm going to forecast in my forecast. But nevertheless, we see a lot of warm air here from November into December into January, especially in the west, northern Canada, Greenland. We do have a negative NAO by the looks of it because of all that warm blocking there up top. But again, the main story here is we have a lot of warm air surface air temperatures here in the surface parameter of the map here. Let's take a look at a precip though. Maybe we'll get lucky here. And let's see, precip is very dry in the east. We do have quite a bit of precip there in the western Canada region into Alaska. So, but nothing really significant in terms of the triple dip La Nina. So this entails that I probably won't go with this model too much for my forecast for this winter overall. It will be a part of it though, at least the empirical side of it, the statistics, whatnot, I'm going to include in my forecast. Let's take a look at our, let's go to now the heart of winter. Let's go into December, January, and February. Let's take a look at our temperatures. And again, very hot. It almost looks like, you know, when you get in the springtime, when you get a lot of warm air before a severe weather outbreak. Nevertheless, the bottom line is very warm weather predicted for this winter off the Jamstec model for this run. I mean, there's no shying away from it. It's just very warm. Nothing really jaw-dropping in terms of, whoa, this is going to happen or that's going to happen. Just really warm and dry. But we do see, again, the same scenario for December, January, and February. A lot of precip there in Canada. So I would not be surprised if Canada is really bombarded, if that's a word, with snow this winter, because there's going to be a lot of precip in an area that's continentally cold for winter time. So Canada's probably in for a very snowy winter. No shocker there, though, but probably above average we're talking about now. Let's take a look at our sea surface anomalies. So this is key. This is the key part of the video here, because this is going to influence what we see this winter. What will the La Nina do? Where will it be based? Will it be central based or eastern based? Now, a central based La Nina is where you get the coolest waters in the central part of the Pacific Ocean. Then eastern based is where you get the cooler waters in the eastern part, which is also called a Mordecai El Nino or La Nina or El Nino, but this year it will be La Nina when you get the cooler waters in the Central Pacific. So right now it's looking like we're going to see kind of a mixture of kind of both, but we see a lot of cool waters here in the Eastern Pacific. So this is more of an east-based La Nina. So that would signify a warmer than average winter compared to if we were to get a Mordecai La Nina. So again, just this is not a very fascinating model run, to say the least. I mean, for snow lovers who love the snow and cold. But again, this by no means is a forecast, and also this is by no means what I will be forecasting in my forecast personally coming this Halloween. And we see again just a lot of dry air, kind of overtaking the eastern half of the USA by December, January, and February. So I do want to give you guys a bonus, possibly. Now, this is going to be determined if NOAA has come out with their seasonal outlook yet, which they usually do when the Jamstec releases their forecast. Let's see if they did. And if not, then I'm going to close with that. With, hold on, with just a little Jamstec weather model update. So let's see if CPC, okay, here we go. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the specifics. They have their little map portion, and then they have the actual specifics, which is this. And they didn't update it yet. But notice how they're forecasting a much different look for this winter. So by no means do I want you to take the Jamstec portion of this video and say, oh, winter's going to be a blowtorch. It's going to be very warm, because look at this model. With weather, you have to look at every single model and then make an educated guess, the best conclusion based off every piece of evidence you have. So it's by no means going to be a warm winter set in stone. It could very well be still a cold winter. I mean, let's take a look at February into March. This has a prolonged period of cold weather. So this is going all the way from January all the way to March and April. Very cold for the northern plains. So, and again, we're going to have to keep updated on this. But there's a lot of time still for winter to coalesce, the patterns to change and whatnot, because we still have 2 months till the heart of winter, till December kicks in. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe for more long-range content in the weather and long-range analytics. And meantime, thanks for watching. God bless. Have a great day. Stay tuned.